If you want to buy a new Pro-Build PC for gaming, then this video is going to be for you. If you are new to PCs, you have to be careful because some Pro-Build PCs are actually terrible deals. That's why I will show you reliable systems for every resolution and every budget that you can buy right now in November 2023. And I will also tell you what these PCs are capable of running on different titles. That way you understand the level of performance of each one of them. You will have the links to all of these Pro-Build PCs and bonus ones down below in the video description. With that being said, let's start. With the first one, we have the cheapest one on the list and in my opinion one of the best starting Pro-Build PCs. This one is the Nebula system from Amazon with the RTX 3050 and the i5 13400F. You also get 1TB of SSD and 16 gigs of RAM. This CPU-GPU combo, the i5 13400F and the RTX 3050 are going to be actually really good for 1080p 60 plus FPS on average gaming. So if you just want to play at 1080p, nothing fancy, medium to high settings, for most titles, this PC is going to be really good for $750. If you have less money than this, don't worry, as I said before, there are bonus PCs in the description for cheaper budgets and more expensive ones, but I will talk about the expensive ones later. Anyway, this system for easy to run titles such as Valorant, Fortnite, CSGO, GTA 5 and even games like Red Dead Redemption 2, you will have no issues with at 1080p resolution. And on those esports titles I just mentioned, you will be able to run them at above 144 FPS on average, so if you want a 144Hz monitor, then feel free to buy one. With the next one we have the HP Victus 15L. This one has a Ryzen 7 processor in the 5700G and you get the RX 6600 XT for the price of $900. Then you also get 16 gigs of RAM, 500 gigs of SSD plus 1TB of hard drive, so it's plenty of storage actually. This one is my favorite system for under $1,000. The 6600 XT is going to be a much faster graphics card than the RTX 3050 from the Nebula PC, so if you want high FPS at 1080p resolution and you can also play at 1440p with this system, then this one is going to be for you. It's not going to be the flashiest 1440p experience, but if you want a decent 1440p performance or you want a really high-end 1080p one, this one is amazing and in my opinion is the best one in terms of price to performance on this video. So if you have around $1,000, I highly recommend you getting this one. Then if you have more than that, for $1,300 you can get the Nebula, but this time from the Skytech website, so it's not from Amazon. And let me tell you why this system is so good for the price. You get the RTX 4070 and the i5 12400F, and other Pro-Build PCs in the market that have an RTX 4070 as the graphics card are way more expensive. So this one is the cheapest one with the 4070, and if you know nothing about systems, the RTX 4070 is an amazing graphics card for 1440p resolution. So if you want to play at 1440p high to ultra settings, even high demanding titles, this PC is going to be the starting point for that, and $1,300 is an amazing price for a Pro-Build PC with the RTX 4070. So I highly recommend it if you want to play at 1440p, high FPS, most titles. And then stepping up, we have the Chronos PC from Amazon, and if you apply the $100 coupon, the price goes down to $1,500. And the reason why I picked this PC is because it has the RTX 4070 and you get the i7 12700F, so it's a more balanced system than the last, because on the last one you get an i5 that's going to be really good, but this one is better balanced and it will have less of a bottleneck, especially if you want to play high CPU demanding titles, for example Flight Simulator or esports titles like Fortnite. If those are the type of games that you play, then this one makes much more sense than the last one. But if you play really high GPU demanding games, for example Hogwarts Legacy, then the performance is going to be really similar. With the next one we have a better gaming PC in the Omen 40L with the i7 13700K, which is one of the best CPUs in terms of gaming and productivity work on the market, and then you get the RTX 4070 Ti, which is the GPU that I currently have on my system. Let me tell you, this PC is going to be the best one for 1440p on this video, so if you want to play at 1440p resolution, ultra settings, you want to have a maxed out experience at this resolution, this one is the system you should be looking for. You can also play at 4K resolution depending on the game and the settings with no issues. And because you get this i7, it's also amazing for productivity work and content creation. One thing I have to say though is that right now it's on a huge discount. You end up saving $650 and the total price for this system right now is $1,900 and it used to be $2,550. So at this price point, $1,900 is an amazing PC and I would recommend you buying it before the deal ends. Also, if you want to play at 1440p, this is the limit. I think anything more than this is going to be an overkill. So as I said before, if you want the highest highest FPS that you can get at 1440p, I would recommend this one. Anything more, it will be a waste of money in my opinion, unless you play really high demanding titles that are not well optimized. Anyway, moving on to the next one, we have a $2,470 system with the same CPU, the i7-13700K, but this time you get the RTX 4080 instead of the 4070 Ti. You also get 32 gigs of DDR5 memory. This will be an amazing improvement, not only for gaming but also for content creation and productivity work, since you get more RAM. And also it's a huge upgrade from the GPU because you get the RTX 4080, and this one is a 4K GPU. If you want to play at 4K high to ultra settings but you do not want to spend anything more than $3,000, I think this one is a great deal honestly, because even though it's expensive, it's not the most expensive PC on the market, and it's going to give you amazing 4K gaming performance. And if you want even higher FPS, then you can upgrade to the Amazon version from the same PC that's going for $2,900 after applying the $200 coupon code from Amazon. And this one has the same RTX 4080, 32 gigs of RAM, but you get the Ryzen 9 7900X3D, which is faster for gaming than the i7-13700K. But once again, if you play high GPU demanding titles, you will not notice a difference. However, if you play simulators, and the main example is Flight Simulator, then the upgrade makes sense if that's your case. And with the best one on the list, we have another Azure 2. This one is $4,100, so really expensive, but you get the i9-14900K, which is the latest i9 from Intel. Then you get the RTX 4090, which is the fastest GPU on the market, so you can run any game at 4K resolution on ultra settings with no issues. And trust me, if the game that you're playing is not running well, it's because the game is not well optimized, not because your system is delivering low FPS, because this one has the best GPU-CPU combo on the whole market when it comes to gaming, content creation, and productivity work. You also get 2TB of Gen 4 SSD and 64 gigs of DDR5 memory, so this one is amazing for creators as well, and I highly recommend it if you want the best of the best. For most people, if you are going to do just gaming, I wouldn't recommend you buying this one, because you can get away with the first Azure 2 for $2,500 if you want to play at 4K resolution. But honestly, some people do want the best of the best, and if you have the money to, then go for it. One thing I want to mention is that if you do not like the aesthetic of this Azure 2 with the 4090, as I said at the beginning, you will have more PCs in the description that are actually more expensive than this one, and also for around the same price with a different aesthetic. That way everyone gets a pro-build PC on this video. Also, if you need personal PC help alongside with every system that will be in the description, you will have a link to my website where you can ask me for specific recommendations depending on your needs, and I will help you out. And if you got to this point of the video, comment "Shadow, I'm a real one." That way I know that you're a real one. Thank you guys for watching, thank you for the support, and I will see you on the next one.